Good morning. Hey, you look kind of famished. Look like you could use a little snack. Well, it just so happens that I have some delightful muffins for you this morning. Now, I have free muffins and I have muffins that are $1.99 each. Which of these would you prefer? Reaching in for those free muffins. I had a feeling those would be very popular today. So, what do you think of that muffin? Yeah, kind of so-so. Okay. Well, how'd you like the price? Okay, it's an old joke. All right. Now, if you've got a couple bucks on you, I'd like to sell you one of the $1.99 muffins. You do, a fake $100 bill. Well, I'll get you some fake change later. Go ahead and reach in and have one of those $1.99 muffins. All right, try that. Yeah. What do you think of that one? You love it. That's fantastic. Well, this will shock you. Actually, these muffins came from the same batch that I made very early this morning. And yet, you thought the $1.99 muffin tasted better than the free muffin. That is called perceived value. Perceived value is the value that we give something based upon our perception of it, the features and benefits it offers. That's through our own filter, prism, our own biases, our own experience, the perceived value. Versus the real value of something is the actual cost to make the something. This little demonstration with the muffins is reflective of many, many research studies over the years that suggest that our perceived value of something, a product or service, is impacted in large part by what we pay for it. In other words, the more we pay for something, the better it must be. The less we pay for something, the worse it must be. So this is particularly important right now because of COVID-19 and what auto repair shops are doing in light of this terrible, terrible pandemic. I know that many of you are giving away oil services or other services, all right? Free this to healthcare workers and free that to EMTs, frontline people. You want to say thank you. You want to show your gratitude. You're trying to show the community that you're supporting them. I get it. It's a beautiful thing. It's a wonderful thing. Also, car count. It's impacting your car count. It's raising car count back up because car count was going down 30, 40, even 50% at some of the shops that we work with, even though ARO was going up. So all of that is great, groovy goulash. Just understand that when you give away things, it has an impact at multiple levels with the customer, with your employees, with the perception of all of those things. First, the perceived value of the product by the recipient, by your customer, is diminished. In other words, people who get a free oil service believe that in some way they're not getting as good of oil service if they were paying for it. You're using cheaper oil. Instead of the top tech doing it, it's some guy with a broom and a dream, all right? So their perception of the quality of the product that you're putting out is diminished, even though it's the same oil change that you provide to people who pay for them, right? And that also includes the inspection that we're going to get to here in just a moment. Also the perceived value by the provider. That's you. You who are giving those free oil changes begins to be impacted. Your perception is, this oil change isn't worth it. It's gumming up the system. It's killing ARO. And so the perception of the value of the thing that you're doing for free is being impacted. But most important out of all of this, it is your perception of the value of the customer that is being impacted. We begin to think that the people who are getting this free stuff are somehow diminished, that they're somehow less. We don't want to think that way, but it is inevitable when you start giving things away. That is particularly profound when we're doing inspections. I have heard more than once a service advisor talk about how we're taking shortcuts, that these folks are coming in for the free oil services, and I don't want to give them the full Monty of the entire inspection. I'm not going to follow the 300 or 900% rule. I'm just going to go easy on them. I'll just send them the results and then kind of figure it out. That is taking shortcuts. That is mitigating. That is profiling. And so subconsciously, we're driving this kind of down into the cellar by giving things away. Kills ARO, kills perception of the value of the customer, kills the customer's perception of the value of what we do, kills our perception of the value of that customer and their economic status. So while giving things away is cool in terms of giving back to the community, just understand the massive cost that it is and the impact it is having on every aspect of your business. Look, there's 100 ways you can thank healthcare workers, EMT people across your community. You can donate $10 for every oil service that you perform over a week's time. Publicize that on social media. You'll have people coming in and paying for their oil changes and donating while they come in and get their oil service performed. That's a much better way, in my view, to build cred with the community, to spread the good word, and to take care of the people who are taking care of us. Just remember, when you give it away, it has no value. I want to invite you to my upcoming online training course called Top 10 Strategies for Converting Price Shoppers. Price shoppers are a particular challenge for service advisors. I've worked with hundreds of service advisors. They still tremble when there's a price shopper on the other end of the phone. This 2-hour course is packed with value. It is packed with tips and tricks and best practice strategies, the psychology of why people ask for price, why shops give price, why you shouldn't give price, and what you should give instead. This 2-hour online course is powerful. It is going to directly impact your conversion rate for price shoppers, and it's just $250. You can check it out on our website. Check out online courses, also known as Biosphere University, and I would love to have you partake. You will not regret it.